One Piece 1076 dropped recently and it revealed some of the biggest and most interesting things about the character that is red-haired Shanks. Fans know Shanks to be a bit of a mystery and it is very rarely that Oda gives fans a good look at him. After all, his appearances can actually be counted on fingers and, despite that, he has remained extremely popular. Shanks is a character who is truly important to Luffy and the man responsible for putting him on the path to becoming the Pirate King. Shanks entrusted Luffy with his straw hat and believed that he would, one day, become a great pirate. The two have promised to meet again and when they do, Luffy will return his straw hat to Shanks and show him that he has acquired a crew greater than his. In the final saga of One Piece, Shanks has finally joined the main game and he is now an active competitor in the battle for the One Piece. Recently, it was finally revealed that Shanks is currently on the island called Elbaf. Shanks on Elbaf. Elbaf is a very important island in the One Piece world. It was first teased to the fans during the Little Garden arc where the Straw Hat Pirates met two giants named Dory and Bragi. Thanks to them, the crew was introduced to the legends of the giants of Elbaf and it is here that Usopp gained his dream of becoming as prideful as the giants of this island. Elbaf was brought into the story even more after the 2-year timeskip when fans got a look at Big Mom's past, which is deeply linked to this place. It was also revealed that Big Mom tried to forge an alliance with the giants because they are, objectively speaking, the most powerful race in the world of One Piece. She wanted Chiffon to pose as Lola and marry Prince Loki, who was enchanted by her sister. Unfortunately for Big Mom, this plot of hers was exposed and her relationship with the giants got even more sour. Now, the island of Elbaf has finally appeared in the main timeline of the story with Emperor of the Sea, red-haired Shanks, recently seen drinking there. Shanks claimed to have met two of his old friends on the island, Dory and Bragi. Fans will remember them from the Little Garden arc, and now, they have finally returned home. Shanks is the protector of Elbaf. Immediately after finishing up a drinking session at a tavern, Shanks was made aware of the threat of Eustace Captain Kidd. Kidd has been following his logpost and that has led him to Elbaf. He was seen fighting against the ally ships of Emperor Red-Haired Shanks right outside the country of Elbaf. Shanks, meanwhile, revealed that he loves Elbaf quite a lot and, as such, he would not let any harm come to it at all. That is why he set out to sea to confront Eustace Captain Kidd and defeat him for good. While heading out, the people who lived nearby hugged Shanks and claimed that they are big fans of his, meaning that Shanks is very popular among those living there. However, what was even more interesting was the fact that Shanks was confirmed as the protector of Elbaf. This happened when the people in his surroundings claimed that they wanted to give him tribute. However, Shanks outright refused, saying that he does not do things that way. Shanks always protects his friends and taking money from them would simply be wrong. He also claimed that he would not want any harm to come to the land of the giants and this is why he wanted to confront Kidd on the sea instead. This all but confirms his status as the protector of Elbaf and places the country under his flag. The future of red-haired Shanks on Elbaf. The future of red-haired Shanks on Elbaf is very interesting. First of all, he is going to engage Kidd in combat right outside the island. This means that Shanks will fight his very first battle in One Piece that the fans might get a glimpse of very soon. However, given all the hype that has been built around him, and the fact that Shanks is among the strongest characters alive, it is more likely than not that Eustace Kidd will lose this fight. This is a parallel to how Law is fighting Blackbeard and, more likely than not, he will also end up losing his battle. Furthermore, Kidd defeating Shanks would take a lot of weight off the plot point that sees Luffy connect with him. As such, it is all but a certainty for Kidd to lose this fight. Once that is done, Shanks' future in Elbaf gets even more interesting. It was only recently revealed to the fans of One Piece that Elbaf has all the books of Ohara, thanks to Saul. Now that Vegapunk is actively researching the history of the world, the crew could very well be headed to the island of Elbaf very soon. As such, the Straw Hat Pirates will face off against the Red Hair Pirates sooner rather than later. Shanks and Luffy are going to meet on this very island, which makes it one of the most important places in the One Piece world. It is also where they will meet old friends like Dory and Bragi, along with Oimo and Kashi. Furthermore, Haruden will also be present on the island and most importantly, some big secrets about the ancient kingdom will be revealed here in the presence of the Yonko, red-haired Shanks. Fans have been desperately waiting for Luffy to reunite with him and this is likely going to be the most significant part of the character and mystery that is Shanks. One Piece, Yonko Shanks vs Eustace Kidd, explained. Shanks is one of the most popular One Piece characters who, despite not having done much in the story so far, is loved by all the fans. Shanks made his first appearance in the very first chapter of the story as a pirate captain who made Fuchsia Village in the East Blue his base for a year. It is there that Shanks met Luffy and, eventually, went on to entrust his straw hat to him. Shanks posed a challenge to Luffy, wanting him to surpass him and his pirate crew and then, eventually, return the straw hat to him. He is primarily responsible for Luffy setting out on the path to becoming the Pirate King and, as such, fans, just like Luffy, love him quite a lot. Now that One Piece has entered its final saga, Shanks is about to be more relevant than ever before, and in front of him stands Eustace Kid, who has challenged him to a duel in the New World. Shanks. Over the years, Shanks has always been very important to One Piece, and one could argue that he is the most important side character, given that he set Luffy out on the path to becoming the Pirate King. After that, however, Shanks did not play a major role in the story at all. Fans did see glimpses of him every now and then, however, he never had full focus thrown on his character. Shanks mostly reacted to Luffy's rapid rise in infamy and, other than that, he only played the role of a mediator. He was involved in the events shortly before the Paramount War when he met Whitebeard and attempted to get him to stop Ace from pursuing Blackbeard. Shanks then went on to stop the War of Marineford. However, by this point, Ace and Whitebeard had already died. That said, Shanks was so well respected that even the Marines stopped at his command, despite him being a pirate. In the New World, after the time skip, Shanks hasn't played a big role until now. During the Reverie, fans saw him somehow enter Mariajoy and, there, he called a meeting with the Five Elders, which was surprising for all the fans alike. Despite them being the highest power in the world after Emu, Shanks was able to call a meeting with them and discuss things about a certain pirate. Evidently, he has played very little role in the story so far. However, after the War of Wano concluded, everything changed. Shanks vs. Kid. Following the conclusion of the War of Wano, Shanks was seen outside the seas of the country, and it is there that he claimed that he's going for the One Piece now. Finally, Shanks has entered the Great Game himself, and it is time for him to take the main focus in the story. The Four Emperors saga saw the fall of Big Mom and Kaido. Now, a new era has begun with Luffy, Shanks, Buggy, and Blackbeard as the new generation of the Yonko. The war for the One Piece has well and truly begun, and Shanks is one of the strongest, if not the strongest, people in the world right now. After his small confrontation with Green Bull, Shanks was seen recently in the land of Elbaf. Fans know this country to be the land of the giants, and, as many had predicted, this land falls under the protection of red-haired Shanks. In One Piece 1076, fans saw Shanks meet up with old friends, Dory and Broggy, who already made their debut during the Little Garden arc. It was revealed soon after that Eustace Kid, one of the members of the worst generation, had arrived on Elbaf and started attacking the allies of the Red Hair Pirates. As such, it signaled time for Shanks to make a move and indulge in his very first proper fight in the story. Shanks vs. Kid is about to happen, and fans are desperate to see this fight pan out. What this fight means for Shanks. It must be remembered that Shanks is a character who has never had a proper fight in One Piece. He is a character that Oda has hyped up time and again, and is also someone who is a fan favorite. In fact, he is not just a favorite of the fans but also Oda himself. As such, expectations are high from his character, and whatever display he is about to put in the upcoming chapters is going to be very heavily scrutinized by the fans. That said, Oda will most likely deliver, as Shanks will definitely not lose the very first battle that he takes part in the entire story. Given that he has decided to go for the One Piece, things don't look too well for Kid at the moment. While Kid is not a pushover, and his 3 billion berry bounty shows that he is not someone capable of defeating an emperor such as Shanks right now. In Wano, he needed the help of Trafalgar Law to subdue Yonko Big Mom. Right now, he has no help. What's even more dangerous for Eustace Kid is the fact that Shanks has his entire crew, along with the help of Dory and Broggy, to take on the Kid Pirates. To counter that, the Kid Pirates only have Kid capable of fighting the likes of the Red Hair Pirates, along with Killer. Other than those two, none of them are even remotely deemed worthy to put up a fight against the Red Hair crew. As such, it is highly likely for Kid to lose this battle. This will then go on to parallel the fight between Trafalgar Law and Blackbeard. Shanks and Blackbeard are going to be two major players in the final saga, and both of them are going to dispose of the members of the worst generation. That's a wrap for this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back with more amazing videos very soon.